He's okay when he's back.
Welcome to round one of the AFL Metro Junior Development Series tonight at Walker Park. It is the Eastern Football Netball League taking on the Yarra Junior Football League as we are across multiple grounds tonight. Fantastic to be out here. This is the under-14 girls Division 1 competition with the two sides set to be running out onto the field in just a moment for a 6:30 p.m. start. Fantastic to have the under-14 girls side up and running for the EFNL for the first time this year. And great to have your company tonight across the EFNL YouTube platform. I'm Ryan Long and running solo out here at Walker Park. I do have the cameraman Lee Green, part of LKL Media, who does have a headset on, so at times might pop in for a special comment here and there. Welcome, Lee.
Just a little chime in here and there, yeah.
Yes, fantastic to have you.
when you need a quick break, you need that swig the water because the call's too quick. But,
absolutely, yeah, certainly right. As the umpires are about to make their way out to Walker Park.
I haven't seen Gav, so I don't think we're going to get the traditional Mitcham umpire welcome of the Imperial March from
no,
Star Wars.
usually the he loves that here with the. With that, and then plus every Mitcham goal on a usual Mitcham senior game with the Tiger Roar, so won't have the sound effects today. But the ground, I mean, it is always in great nick, but looks fantastic out there. The new scoreboard, it's not too new. It was there last year, but again, looking fantastic. Very bright across from the other field is the EFNL Division 1 under-14 girls make their way out onto the field, led by the skipper in Evie Godfrey from the Tigers, Mitcham. And so she's well familiar to this ground. Running out the front there, she's wearing the number 2, leading the girls out onto the field. But it is the first time that we have had an under-14 girls side in the competition for this junior interleague program. So it's great to see, and it's a real big success. And well done to junior manager Daniel Wex, who's certainly played a massive role in getting that up and running this year. We've got probably some of the best coaches, I think the best coaching group across all teams for the EFNL when you look around the Metro Leagues. Some fantastic names, including Amanda Ling, who is the senior coach here for the Division 1 side. And a really big game here tonight. Also, I'm sure you would have seen this on the live streams, but the under-14 boys out at Jubilee Park tonight, should I say, the Division 1 and Division 2 games, they'll be up and running as well on that live stream, so you can check that out. Currently, the Division 2 side is playing YJFL, trailing at half-time. That's just now into the third term. And this game here set to start at 6:30 as see just a little bit of rain out there, Lee. Very light at the moment. It's going to hit us later, but hopefully that holds off.
Yeah, it's I can see it. You can see it there on the screen now. Coming in from the southwest, exactly as my weather zone app predicted. So I've set ourselves up in a spot, hopefully, that's not going to worry us.
Definitely.
But I'll tell you what, it's the sort of rain. That's the sort of rain that is perfect to play in. The ball does get a little bit wet, but yeah, it's not too bad.
No, it seems to be okay. So hopefully it doesn't get too much worse as we do see a few people make their way up into the grandstand for the game. And as we were talking about, the coach for this side, Amanda Ling, very, very happy we're very lucky to have Amanda come down and coach this side. North Melbourne VFLW star. She's joining the interleague coaching staff for the first time as the head coach. Has previously had experience with both the Western Bulldogs in the AFLW. She was selected pick number 22 in the 2021 draft and experienced at 3 different VFLW clubs previously with both Port Melbourne and the Western Bulldogs before joining North Melbourne in 2024. One of the highlights of her career playing in a starring role in the 2021 Premiership side with the Oakleigh Chargers, and even was awarded the Best on Ground honours in that grand final. So great to have her coaching the girls. A lot of experience for this side, and it is a very talented team, and great to have 12 teams in the Eastern Football Netball League that are represented in this side. Plenty of talent across the board. We've got players from the Basin, Mitcham, Churnside Park, Wanturna South, North Ringwood, Roval, South Belgrave, Kilsyth, looking through Blackburn, East Ringwood and Beaconsfield and Vermont. So well spread out, which is a great sign for the competition and for the girls comp in the Eastern Football Netball League, and hopefully tonight a successful game here against the YJFL. But great to have the young talent on display today, the future stars of the competition, and certainly going to be a very intriguing clash starting shortly. But as we said, there are games across the divisions tonight in all competitions. The under-15s boys and the under-15 girls both at away venues tonight. So across the evening, we will try and keep you updated with some of those scores that are passing through. Having a look through the Play HQ app. At the moment, it is YJFL in the under-14 boys Division 2 side still winning that game against the EFNL. They're into the third quarter there. But across the competition, plenty of games to look forward to. Let's, while we've got a bit of time, run through the EFNL list that are running out there tonight, starting with number 1, Kayla Caro, who's listed with the Basin. She's also in a Hawthorn Hawks Academy with the AFL Next Generation Academy. So great to have her tonight in the number 1, as you can see on the screen at the moment. The skipper in Evie Godfrey, number 2. From the Tigers, fantastic to have her playing at her home ground too, and a superstar as well. Kicked 90 goals already in her 56-game career, and in 2025 has already got 11 on the board. Wearing the number 3 tonight, Ava Parks from Churnside Park. Number 4, Sienna Springett from Wanturna South, as currently the YJFL girls make their way onto the field, and that means we're not far away. Number 5 tonight, again from the Basin, Ali Boeck. Number 6, Olivia Burgess from North Ringwood. Number 7, Ashlyn Cartledge from Roval. Number 8, Jessica Criscars from Mitcham. Number 9, Jessie Trong from South Belgrave. Wearing number 10, Matilda Caldwell from Kilsyth. The daughter of the president at Kilsyth Football Club as well, Lee.
Caldwell?
Yes, yep, that's right.
I'm trying to think of the only other Caldwell I was thinking of was the ex-junior manager for many years at the EFNL. It's not his grandfather, maybe. Oh,
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure who that one is, but definitely the daughter of Simon at Kilsyth. And looking through again, number 11, Caitlin Sturrock from South Belgrave. Number 13, Ava Chappell from Boronia. Number 14, Riley Hummel from the Basin. Number 16, Mia Marshall from Churnside Park. Number 18, Abby Merrigan from Blackburn. Wearing the number 20 tonight, Maya Lechner from the Boronia Hawks. And then 2 players from the Vermont Football Club, number 22 in Lily Robertson and number 23 in Charlotte White. And another Boronia representative tonight in the number 24. Great program down there at the Boronia Junior Club, Lenny Farrell. And the vice-captain, or one or 2 vice-captains, number 25, Isabel McCarthy from Beaconsfield. Number 28, Eloise McKay from East Ringwood. And 29, Tess Jones from Beaconsfield. But fantastic to be out here tonight at Walker Park.
So what's the strip that EFNL are wearing?
So having a look at, we're partnered with the Hawthorn Football Club. So it is a design that's been partnered with the Hawthorn side. So it's got their colours with the yellow and the brown, but our design, we've got our logo on there, as well as the Hawks logo. Our sponsors too, Project Gap, who do a ton of work with their EFNL Junior Interleague, and Eastland as well, our major partners I just missed the toss, but that was...
yeah, YJFL's way, I think.
And they will be...
they've chosen the northern end, which is the not White Horse Road end.
Not the scoreboard, the old scoreboard end of the ground.
Old scoreboard. I think it's also a retirement village end, if you want to...
Yes, there is one behind there, I'm pretty sure, above the behind the nets, down that end of the ground, and White Horse Road end, of course, will be the EFNL side kicking towards. Just a few moments away from starting this game. Once again, thank you for your company this evening on a cold Wednesday night, approaching winter.
Yeah, I was just I was wondering about the strip because I remember last year when we did this, and the amount of comments that I saw on the live streams, they couldn't figure out who Hawthorn were.
Yes, well, yes, and partnered with Hawthorn. So last year, or was it the year before that we had the actual Hawthorn,
yeah,
the full Hawthorn
and that's
strip.
why they kind of picked that it was Hawthorn, but didn't know which team was Hawthorn.
Yeah, that's right. So great to continue our partnership with the Hawthorn Football Club, who have been so important, and also two really important players in Dylan Moore and Will Day, coaching the under-14 sides. Dylan Moore, the senior coach there for the Division 1 side.
I do believe if Blake gets his way, he may potentially get Dylan on.
Yeah, there's a potential interview. I'm sure Dylan will love that.
Yeah.
As we're back here in the middle.
So that's obviously Peter Moore's. Is he Peter Moore's grandson?
Don't think they're related, actually.
Oh, Hawthorn. I'm thinking. Oh, see, I'm an ex.
Peter Moore's Collingwood.
Collingwood, he was. Yeah, my apologies.
So we're ready to go. First bounce out here at Walker Park. Tapped down by the Yarra Junior football side. Ball trying to come out through Springett. Yarra going to the left of your screen if you're watching at home from YouTube. So Eastern Football Netball League trying to link up here, going across towards centre wing at the moment. Caught in the tackle there was Burgess. The handball over the top from Mackay. Now a chance for Crescas to go forward here for the Hawks. Bouncing footy inside. They're forward half for the first time this evening. We'll get a stoppage inside 50 in the first 30 seconds of this game. 20-minute quarters out here at Walker Park for tonight's game. And that was McCarthy who tapped that one down. And we'll get another ball up inside 50 as this umpire just lets it go on for a little bit longer. 45 metres out from the EFNL goals. Tap down again. Sturrock. Stolen here by Yarra Juniors. The kick away there from Park was smothered.
She kicked that and it was smothered straight back into her face for a Falcon, I think.
Yeah, I think it could have been.
She dodged back quickly.
As it's tapped down again, here's a chance of Bowick. Got the handball away, was cut off here by Yarra. Now they'll look to go forward themselves, just through the hands of a teammate. And they link up again to Bono. Out to Foster. She's well pressured by Robertson. And now going forward again, that's the skipper of the side, Gazzola, is turned over in the middle of the ground. The mark is taken by Jesse Trong from South Belgrave. A long high kick inside the forward 50. Came off a couple of players' hands. Ball hits the deck. And it is going to be called for a ball up. Good pressure from both sides to start this game. Another ball up just outside 50 again. Doing well, Eloise Mackay in the ruck. And going no way. 2.5 minutes into this first term. Easton with the only 2 inside 50s at this stage. They're looking to get another one here. The handball from Farrell. But it comes out. Defensive work there from Yarra. Picked up again by the captain and Gazzola. Got it off to a teammate running through the corridor now. As they look to use it. Trying to get that to De Bono. Trying to pick this one up for Yarra. She does, but pressured by 3 Eastern players. So right where we started again, we're back in the middle of the ground for another ball up. Tap down again, McKee. Now Easton couldn't quite get the kick away. She does on the second attempt. The East Ringwood Junior. Now it's a chance for Yarra going forward through Fredrickson towards the far side and bouncing out of bounds. And we'll get a boundary throw in. Great setup here at Walker Park. Thank you, Lee, for the screen as well, which is certainly going to be a big help tonight. Trying to see on that far side. Quite dark over there. But
it is. It's actually, I don't know. I think they need to adjust the lights there. It's a dark patch.
Yeah, right where that ball's being brought back into play. So it's okay here on the TV screen in front of me is trying to get through the tackle there. It's Kreskes. They gained some territory here, more importantly, Trong from South Belgrade. Tried to get a handball off to a teammate running past. And they have managed to move that up the field by 20 to 30 metres, which is a big positive. Either side yet to score in this one just yet. Kreskes again doing quite well.
Nice wheel around that.
Yeah, absolutely. As Easton's ability to move this down the field, down the wing, has worked out quite well. It's going to be held up here due to the Yarra defence.
Apparently, Blake has mentioned the rain over at Jubilee, so it has.
So it might hit us soon if that's...
Well, I think it was the same rain, to be honest. I think it had hit us before Jubilee. So.
Yeah, it could be just that light rain that's seemed to have died down here as the ball goes back out of bounds on that far side. Let us know where you're listening in from or watching from at home. As you're joining us tonight on EFNL YouTube. Of course, we have all our home games this series live streamed. So both Jubilee Park and Walker Park tonight. Thank you to both the Mitcham Football Club and the Ringwood Football Club for hosting, as well as Kilsyth, who will be in action in round 2 of the series on the Saturday at Pinks Reserve. As Yarra look to go forward again, big tackle laid. And the decision just to ball up on that far side. No side yet to score in this first term. Kreskes has been around this ball quite a fair bit. Got the handball away. Trying to escape their back half at the moment under a bit of pressure. But been able to hold up okay. It was picked up there by De Bono for Yarra. And again, we might have a ball up. The play just held on a little bit longer. Oswald got away with their hands in time. So a ball up inside 50 for Yarra, or the inside 45. It's labelled here at Mitcham. So kicking towards the hot spot. A big chance here for Yarra. Trapping this one nicely. Got the kick away in time. And for the first goal of the game, it's a fantastic finish there to Minnie Park, who gets her first. And Yarra are on the board. 1 straight 6 to the EFNL yet to score. And we've played just 5 minutes into this, or 6.5 minutes into this first term. But a great finish on goal. And over off to the perfect start for Yarra. As we're back in the middle again. A few rotation changes for EFNL.
They've just rotated the whole
midfield.
The whole midfield.
Come on, as
have they got excess numbers that they can do that early?
They definitely have a full bench down there at the moment. So some few changes on the field as we're ready to go back again. 13 minutes to play in the first term. Grabbing it now. This is a chance for Burgess getting involved, and she's caught holding the ball. Caught by Oswald. Heidi Oswald will kick it inside 50 here for Yarra. Bouncing footy. Able to trap it as it comes out again. Trying to get through another tackle. Got it off to De Bono towards the top of the square. Under a bit of pressure here, the EFNL defence. And we'll get a ball up, but we're just 15 metres out from the Yarra goals. They're looking for their second of the term. Second of the game. As once again, that pressure has been really, really good. They've been able to lock this one up. Ali Bowick not able to get through.
Probably lucky not to be done for holding there.
The tap down again, still not out of trouble just yet. Look at this, Gabe. Scrapping again, who's had a bit of the footy, is Ivy Foster. The kick away falls into the hands of a Yarra player who potentially could be in shot for
35.
Daisy Fredrickson. So potentially in range. She's having the set shot. She'll be kicking from about 35 out. That's a great kick. She's certainly got the distance, and it's just to the right. Fantastic attempt at goal. As they move to 1-1-7 Yarra. EFNL yet to score. And they'll look to clear it out from the full back line. It's picked off again, and often racing is Gazzola, the captain. They link up through hands, kicking towards the hot spot. Mark was dropped, and it is held up here, but the pressure is on for the EFNL early on in this game. Trailing by 7 points. Tapped down this time by Devine. The handball over the top from Letcher. I'll try to clear it out again, but doing very nice was Oswald. And there has been a throw and a free kick being awarded towards Easton. So looking to go out of defence there is Lenny Farrell. And good pressure there from the EFNL to hold this one up on the centre wing far side. So again, 2 EFNL players going in, doing the hard work with the big couple of tackles. Ball comes out, and we're going to get another stoppage on that far side. Played 10 minutes into this first term, so officially halfway through the first quarter out here at Walker Park tonight. Great to be here for the first round of the AFL Metro Junior Development Series for the under-14 girls. We'll try and keep getting those scores from around the grounds, updates from each venue tonight. Also Binnack Park and Ford Park in use. Hosted by the Yarra Junior Football League. And again, we'll get another stoppage far side. Yarra doing most of the attacking in the last 5 to 6 minutes after the EFNL had a quick start with the first couple of inside 50s. So held up again. Another ball up. Tap down this time from Tess Jones. Grabbing it there was Burgess. Got the handball away, but it was cut off. Now Yarra link inside and go towards the top of the square.
Didn't quite see there whether she was pushed out. Sorry, as Ryan just chokes a little.
Something on the back of my throat.
Oh, now he's lost.
That sure is the beauty of having one call up rather than 2.
And I was concentrating there. I was looking at the play. So, yeah, like right as you were choking there was a free given to, I think it was a push to Easton. Now we've lost the ball.
Well, that's good timing because I'm having a coughing fit here.
Yep, ball's returned now.
Well, hopefully I've got my voice back for this play as we return to the field. 7.5 minutes to go in this first term. Tap down again there was Devine. EFNL trying to clear this one out. Again, they've set up so well behind the ball, Yarra, and that was good defence there by Cara to get a fist to it. And a good tackle inside their defensive half there from Charlotte White for the EFNL. So ball up again. Defensively been able to not concede a second goal after really being under a lot of pressure here for almost 10 minutes, EFNL. So they'll certainly take that as they now look to escape their back half. Kick out of defence. It's cut off again.
This time by Nettleton. So Nettleton for Yarra. Sophie Nettleton puts it towards the pack of players. Big fly, no mark taken. Important ball at ground level, and good pressure there to be able to hold it up. So the ball up again. It's this time won by Yarra. In the ruck, going in forward was Park as the only goal in this game so far. Great goal as it was. The tap won by EFNL. That was Chappell. Running onto this one now, Merrigan from the Blackburn Junior Football Club, and we'll get a boundary throw in on the far side as
she almost had that, like it was just a bad bounce in the end. She almost could have passed it, pushed it past her opposition.
Yeah, just got a little bit unlucky there with the bounce as the ball to be brought back into play. Still finding my voice again as Oswald is involved. And being able to cut this one off through Oswald.
The height she's got there, just pulling it down.
Yeah, but has given away a free kick though, so an important one for EFNL. It's Robertson who wants to pass it on straight away and then kick down the line it goes. Pack of players fly at ground level there was Nettleton. With a ball up, but they have been able to get it out of that back 50, back and towards the middle of the ground. Great experience for the girls today in round 1 of the Interleague series, their first look at it. And of course, under 15 girls tonight playing it too, so there's a pathway forward from there. As out of the middle there was Foster. Picked up by Oswald again, and yet another inside 50 for Yarra. The mark was dropped by Coleman. They still managed to control the footy here through Adams. Handball this time cut off, and having a good game so far as Creskers. Finds footy twice towards the boundary line it goes. 4.5 minutes to play in this first term. It's Yarra leading 1-1-7 to the EFNL no score. Thanks for joining us on EFNL YouTube tonight. Of course, this is just round 1 of the 3-round series. And there is a best on ground medal for the player judged best on ground tonight. Clearing this one out was Cartledge from the Roval Junior Football Club. Towards the boundary line it goes, and happy to see it out there is the skipper of Yarra and Lucy Gazzola. Crowd starting to build in on that far side, which is good to see.
Same on this side too. It's yeah, more than like when we first started. It didn't look like anyone was here.
Yeah, a lot of people knocking off from work and making their way down tonight to Walker. I'm sure they will be at Jubilee Park, not far from here too. Able to get time to stand up and get the handball away. They moved this down to Ivy Foster, Yarra. Got some players out looking for one of them there to take the mark in Nettleton, who's come alive in this game in the last 5 to 6 minutes. Had a couple of really big moments for Yarra. Nettleton out the back. A mark could be taken. Great
fantastic
mark. Great hands from Beckers, who has the opportunity to put through Yarra's second of the night. They lead 1-1-7, and we're approaching quarter time too. Just the 3 minutes to play. And a great mark.
She was the player behind, but she trusted in the placement of that shot. She barely had to move.
That's right, as Beckers comes in off the left boot, and it's through for a second for Yarra. They move to 2-1-13. EFNL yet to score, and we are approaching quarter time. 2.5 minutes to play in this first term. But you're right, it was good delivery. They probably were aware that certainly has a bit of height and use that to their advantage in the end, and a great finish in front of goal. They've been able to convert some of their opportunities, having probably dominated the inside 50 count, the repeat inside 50s, but a chance for the EFNL to reset here, back in the middle of the ground. So the ball up again, tap forward again from Yarra. They want to look to clear this one through. And wrapping up in tackle there, Eleanor Adams. in the ruck now for EFNL. Tess Jones. Grabbing here was Gazzola, and tackled by Creskers has been one of the EFNL's best players in this opening term. Tap down from Jones. Stolen here by Foster. Got the handball away, and they're going to move forward again. Out the back, just missed the target of Banfield.
Oh.
Banfield picked it up again, and her kick off the left boot and out of bounds on the full. So EFNL will breathe a sigh of relief with 1.5 minutes to play. They can clear this one out of defence. They look to play on straight away, and she's got some speed on her. She looks towards her teammate. It was cut off that time by Beckers, who kicked the last goal of the game. Picked up now by Ison, who puts the ball towards goal and bouncing through for a minor score.
They nearly bounced her wrong in the right way.
Yeah, it almost did, didn't it?
It started to curve back in.
So they moved to 2-2-14 now, Yarra Junior Football League. EFNL no score. 56 seconds left on the clock. Trying to clear this defensive half. If a stoppage would be good for the EFNL here, but it's picked off again by Ivy Foster. Stolen this time by Chappell. Towards us on the broadcast side in front of the grandstand. Big footy to be won here as we're ticking down to quarter time. 30 seconds left.
Yep.
Yarra leading 2-2-14 to no score. They've got another inside 50 and another late chance for a goal. Picked up that time by Coladis. And the pressure from the Hawks. Big tackle later. It's a holding the ball free kick and an important one. It was a great tackle there from McKee. Just to hold up.
Just don't need that next goal in
That's
this next
right.
30 seconds.
As we're ticking down, last couple of seconds. It was almost a holding the ball free kick, but the siren just beat it.
Yep.
So they won't concede a third. And at the moment, it is quarter time out here at Walker Park. Yarra Junior Football League leading 2-2-14 to the EFNL no score. The goal kickers for Yarra. Mini Park has one, and Mathilda Beckers has the other. We'll be back after a quick break for the second quarter action out here at Walker. Welcome back to Walker Park for the AFL Metro Junior Development Series, round 1 in between the EFNL and the Yarra Junior Football League. Of course, this is the Under-14 Girls Division 1 competition that you're having a look at the moment on the live stream. Just some scores from around the grounds. The Under-15 Boys Division 2 is also playing today, and they are once again facing the Yarra Junior Football League. At quarter time, they led by 5 points, and at half time, it is Yarra now leading 4-5-29 to 4-4-28. We'll keep you updated from all those scores around the grounds. I believe the last update from Jubilee Park, the Division 2 side in the Under-14 boys, we're trailing to Yarra as we're back in the middle here. And once again, it's first of the footy in Gazzola for the skipper of Yarra. And they're going to gain some territory right away as that rain picks up again and the grandstand continues to fill up here. Great crowd at Walker Park building despite the conditions on a cold Wednesday night. Yarra inside 50, good defensive work there from Hummel. Got the handball away and looking to take on her opponent. Nice. Doing nicely, kicking it into space on the wing. Giving it to the trainer. Giving a chance there for a couple of runners. Keeping this one in, not quite, was Daisy Fredrickson. So he'll be coming back and ball up right in front of the EFNL coaching box. Of course, led by the senior coach in Amanda Ling. Plenty of AFLW experience, VFLW experience. Fantastic to have her on board the coaching staff this season. Ball brought back into play. No one able to get a clear tap at it. Running into that first was Minnie Parker, who's already got a goal next to her name today. And the tackle and pressure supplied from Jessie Trong from South Belgrave Junior Footy Club. They've now looking to get their first clearance of the quarter through Caro. Sock it off the ground. Again, they soccer it and gain some important territory here, approaching their forward 50. The tackle is laid and we'll get a ball up from just outside that 50. The last update we had from Jubilee, which you can check the live stream and saw to get an updated version. But Yarra was leading 51 to 32. But EFNL closing the gap. That game almost finished as almost a shot on goal, almost a was a shot on goal, almost a bouncing ball through, just a minor score, but EFNL on the board with one behind, Yarra Junior 2-2-14. And they'll look to clear it towards us on the broadcast side. From behind, almost taking the mark, but kept it down, was Ivy Foster. And the ball clears everyone out the back. This is a great opportunity here for Yarra. Swinging around, just getting her handball off in time. Going in there first, which was Burgess.
I don't know, she probably could have kept running there, but didn't have the communication from the rest of her team.
Potentially. It is certainly tough conditions here tonight as well as Yarra look to clear this one out of the clearance. Ball going nowhere. Almost breaking through the tackle was Ali Bowick from the basin. So the big tap down, falling into the hands of Gazzola, the captain for Yarra, and she'll kick it into space, right in the middle of the ground, looking to switch the play. Ison, picked up by Easton. Once again, some key players for Yarra being involved. Oswald, who had an important first term, and the ball's held up, so we get a ball up centre wing. If that guy could turn the lights down from the other side from his car, if he's listening. Very bright.
I couldn't figure out what the light was off the side of the camera.
So back on the other side here is Lechner from Baronia. Yarra go inside 50 and turned over in the hands here of Easton. Down the line it goes. Geez, that is bright lights. And he is not listening to us because he hasn't turned them down, or he's listening and just doesn't care.
Is it in the car park, or is it the someone's?
I think it's in the
road?
No,
oh, yeah, it is.
That's in the car park. They are extremely bright. I don't know if the screen's picking up just how bright they are. Cannot see anything on that far side.
Maybe he is listening and heard the comment about the dark spots.
Maybe, and thought it was his responsibility to light up that side of the ground. We'll get a ball up far side. We've played 5 minutes into this second turn. Oh, there they go. They've come down. So someone's, I reckon someone else has said a word. thanks there to whoever's done the hard work. 2-2-14, Yarra leading Eastern, 1 behind. That's a lot better.
Yep.
Just to the normal, no high beams. So Yarra's first quarter a bit, they'll be very happy with the way they're going about their footy at the moment. Started very nicely. They've trapped this in their forward half once again, this time kicking to the Whitehorse Road end of the ground. Tap down, getting some inside territory there. But Eastern are able to clear this out. Long kick, that's a great clearing footy, but running onto this first was Zoe Goff, should I say, for Yarra. I look to try and link up, but it's cut off this time. Sturrock couldn't quite get her hands away. This time they do. They try and go through Jones. Looking to get there first that time was Beckers. And the ball going to be held up here, not going anywhere. 14.5 minutes to play in this second term. 2-2-14 plays 1 behind, and more lights. Is that, geez. He's just coming into the car park, but.
Tesla.
Yep. Going to get another tackle on the far side. So the crowd's still building. A lot of people still coming in to the ground at the moment. Getting a kick away in time in towards the middle of the ground was looking for Kreskers. And Ali Bowick was right there too. So the ball up in the middle of the ground. Who's going to get there first? Tapped it forward that time by Yarra. Nettleton. Run down, and that will be holding the ball.
Great tackle, that.
What a great tackle run down by Jesse Trong from South Belgrave, who's had some good moments so far and finds the target in towards the middle of the ground in Kreskers, who's by herself. And those two have probably been two of Eastern's best in the first half so far. Inside 50, bouncing footy, no mark, but a big opportunity here for Eastern. Yarra with plenty of numbers around the footy, just got it tapped out of her hands, but still got it forward and out of bounds it goes. So we'll get a boundary thrown right in front of us on the broadcast side.
I remember doing that once when I got tapped it out of someone's hands. I think they actually marked it, so I got, I don't think I heard the
Did you give away a 25?
Yeah, I gave 25.
Where were you playing those days?
Oh, gosh. I think that was up at Cranbourne. Craigieburn. Which one's north? Craigieburn.
There's the ball brought back into play again. Bowick got the handball. Followed up with a good tackle, but still Yarra get it forward. The numbers suit Eastern here. They had 2 players. The ball is certainly slippery out there due to the conditions and the rain we've had, so that slips out of bounds. And once again, we'll get another boundary throw in. Thanks for joining us on EFNL YouTube tonight.
Oh.
There's a couple of plays slipped over then.
Yeah.
Once again, it's Ali Bowick, who great kick and great mark by the captain, Evie Godfrey. Had to go up for that one and did it nicely. Inside 50 she goes, looking for a target. Ball falls into the hands of Tess Jones.
Incorrect disposal.
And it's going to be a free kick towards Yarra. So Zoe Goff to clear this one out, and almost a mark was taken. They've been able to do well under pressure. That was Adams who got the kick away in time towards the half-forward line. Couldn't quite trap it there. Could Coleman or De Bono. Ball comes out towards the boundary line. They still manage to keep this in. Nice, smart kick there from Stella Ryan, keeping it low and gaining some territory here for Yarra. Easton being able to just keep this one alive, and that one's out of bounds now. So a boundary throw in. 11.5 minutes to play in this second term. Yarra still leading 2-2 to 1 behind. That first quarter was both Beckers and Park with a single goal each for Yarra. Again, trying to break through the tackle. Couldn't quite do it. Fell into the hands of Kreskers. So stoppage here right in front of us. In front of the EFNL coaching box. Tap down again. Kick was smothered. Good pressure there from the EFNL. Bowick ended up with the footy. And we'll get another stoppage again, approaching the halfway mark of this second quarter. First time the Eastern Football Netball League has had the under-14 girls in the competition. Been a big achievement for us as inside 50 goes Banfield. Running onto this one is Oswald. Couldn't quite grab it. Did on the second attempt. Put it towards goal. And it is through for the third of the night for Yarra. A fantastic finish and well-deserved there from Heidi Oswald. And they now move to 3-2-20 to their EFNL 1 behind. And we are officially into the second half of this second term. Less than 10 minutes to play. Yarra still leading by 19 points. And Oswald been one of the stars of the Yarra side tonight. So back in the middle again. Yarra first the footy through Adams. Kick away. Going cross goal. They sock it off the ground and giving Easton a bit of a chance here. Moving towards their forward 50. Ball comes out towards us on the broadcast side. First get there was Cartledge. Of course from the Roval Junior Football Club. So can EFNL respond with the next one? Tap down, right straight into the hands of Kayla Caro. Ball going nowhere, so we do it all again. The tap down this time won by Easton, but numbers around the footy favour Yarra. And they'll go forward again. Tapping it was De Bono. Linking up again, this time with Stella Ryan. And out of bounds it goes, so another boundary throw in. The crowd continues to build in as we continue to get some cars making their way into the ground. Just a little bit of light rain, but conditions not horrendous. They're still okay, the conditions. Certainly the ball is quite slippery, as you can tell on the screen at the moment. Trying to clear this one out, Easton, but another inside 50. Mark was in defence. Was told to play on straight away. Dealt through the hands of Caro, and as soon as I said it wasn't horrendous conditions, that rain just started to pick up with the wind.
Yeah, and the wind at the same time. That'll be icy cold out there.
Yeah, certainly shouldn't have said that, as Yarra, the tap back in towards the middle of the ground. This will make it really tough to possess the football. And certainly see how slippery it is. Getting some space here, doing very nicely onto the left boot towards half forward through the legs of her teammate, but probably a good opportunity there for McCarthy, the vice captain of the side. She did very well, got her hands away. Was looking to try and get that to Sturrock. Again, McCarthy bouncing footy to one-on-one in the goal square. Springett is there, almost able to pick it up. There's a teammate there to help her in Marshall. And the ball is held up about 25 metres out from goal. Easton again with the tap down. McKee. Towards the boundary line it goes. Yarra looking to just get it out of the danger spot. We'll get a boundary throw in, but right where Easton will want it, inside their forward half, and a big chance for their first of the game. Trailing one behind to Yarra Junior for 3-2-20. Tap down again. It's kicked away that time from Gudick. Was looking to get that off to Stella Ryan. Good pressure there from McCarthy, Isabel McCarthy from the Beaconsfield Junior Football Club. Had a couple of big moments in the last few minutes. Tapped down again by Easton. Continue to gain a bit of territory. Great tackle by McCarthy. Ball came out. Slippery ball at the moment. Very tough to kick goals in these conditions. The Sturrock was wrapped up in a tackle. So still inside the forward attacking half. Pressure there from Eleanor Adams with the tackle. Ticking down in this second term, this first half. It's 5.5 minutes to play. going forward there. I think that was McKee, got a kick away, bouncing footy over the line. Not the worst result for Eastern, as we'll get a stoppage here and a boundary throw-in. Right in front of the old scoreboard, the famous scoreboard out here at Walker Park. Ball brought back into play, cleared the two rucks, as gave Yarra an opportunity to get the ball out of their defence. Slipped through the hands of Kreskis and got out the back. They go inside 50 again, Easton. Bouncing footy. Numbers favour Yarra at the back. Going there first was Goff. It's kept in. Caldwell. Ooh. Big tackle laid. Just the kick in time. Boeck wrapped up, and we'll get the ball up again inside Easton, but they're creating some opportunities, which is good to see.
Yeah, it's opening up a little bit for
them.
Yeah,
giving themselves every chance. The tap down. Got it to nice Boeck. Got the ball away just in time. Going there first was Caro. McCarthy got the handball away. Fell into the hands of Beckers. The kick was smothered. Burst there was Kreskes. Handball back. Looking to try and find Robertson. And Yarra have done quite well defensively to provide a lot of pressure on the Eastern forwards. Tap down again, this time from Tess Jones. Picked up again by Boeck. Been good tonight. Got the handball away. Jones, inside 50. Almost a mark to McCarthy. And defending with their lives, Yarra just trying to clear it out. And that's a great mark in the middle of the ground. And Heidi Oswald, who's already got one this quarter, was off straight away. The kick now falls in the hands of Easton. And they'll look to go through Hummel. Basin Junior listed. They've got two players here to, as Yarra's defence start to make their way back.
There's not much time left, but they really needed to have settled down a bit more there.
The 3.5 minutes left on the second half. They've certainly given themselves some more opportunities.
It's been a lot more frenetic for both sides.
The conditions will make it very hard to score, of course, as the rain does slow down a little bit. But the ball out there very slippery, and there's a sling tackle free kick here towards Yarra. They look to play on straight away, almost running into trouble.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Was very quick to escape that one. Running into the middle of the ground, just finding a teammate there. It was actually cut off that time by Farrell. Just kicking into space. Chance there for Cartledge. Got a kick away in time. And there's either sling or was a mark. And it is going towards Easton. I missed that one.
Pretty sure it was like it wasn't nothing big, but it was a bit of a sling.
So Jones gets the handball away off to a teammate running past there, and Boeck, who launches it towards the top of the square. Out the back, a chance for a goal there from Marshall. Bouncing footy. And it goes over the line for a minor score. And EFNL moves to 2 behind. Yarra Junior Football League 3-2-20. The margin 18 points with 2 minutes to play in this second quarter. So right there is Beckers. Bouncing footy out of defence. Numbers actually are in favour of Easton, but great tackle applied from Marshall. So a minute 40 left. Still an opportunity to get one on the board before half time and bring the margin back to an even 2 goals. Going backward to get the handball, Hummel. Looking there for Caldwell. And we'll get a boundary throw on far side as we tick down to the last 90 seconds of this second quarter. Ball brought back into play, the boundary throw and out the back. Grabbing it out of the ruck there was Beckers. Tackled that time by Kreskes. And it is held up once again. So still a minute to play. And they're inside 50 Easton. So the opportunity is there. The handball back from Gudick towards the boundary side. Picked up by McCarthy. Kicking towards an area just through the hands of a teammate there. That could have been Boeck. Still not over just yet. In fact, it was Springett. They get a soccer off the ground. A lot of Yarra jumpers there to see that through for a behind, and they move to 3 behinds now, Eastern. Yarra Junior 3-2-20, 27 seconds to go.
There was effectively 10 Yarra jumpers too.
There was a lot of blue, wasn't there? They wanted to clear that one through, and the bouncing footy out of bounds, a boundary throw-in will suit them, as they might just be able to hold on Yarra to not concede one late. Been 8 or 9 minutes of really good attacking footy from Eastern, just haven't quite found the goals just yet. As the half-time siren sounds out here at Walker Park, it is Yarra Junior Football League leading Eastern Football Netball League 3-2-20 to 3 behinds. We'll take a quick break here before we return for the second half action. Give one more about it. I just looked at the live comments and skip one. Some guys just he's not saying anything. Not saying anything bad. Welcome back to Walker Park for the AFL Metro Junior Development Series between the Eastern Football Netball League and the Yarra Junior Football League. It is round 1 of a 3-round series, and currently here we're at Walker Park for the Under-14 Girls Division 1, and EFNL currently trail 0-3, 3 behinds to the Yarra Junior Football League 3-20. Eastern already back on the field, ready to go. The umpires making their way out now, and Yarra Junior side not far away from returning to the field, but the goal kickers so far, all 3 goal kickers going Yarra's way. Heidi Oswald has 1, Park has 1, and Beckers has 1 as well, all single goal kickers. Around the grounds, we'll try our best to keep you updated on those other games. You would have, if you found this game on YouTube, you would have found the Under-14 boys live streams. Their games also played against the Yarra Junior Football League, and it was the Yarra Junior Football League who defeated the EFNL in the Under-14 boys Division 2 game. That is all completed. If you want to go back and have a look at that, the live stream will remain up after the game, and currently the Division 1 game being played out there at Jubilee Park too. Similar conditions, I would imagine, as there is here at Walker Park as the rain continues to lightly trickle down. But Lee Green, who's beside me on the camera today, you're expecting a bit more rain later on, about 10 p.m. If just for those who are listening. And
yeah, I think 10 p.m. it's supposed to come down a bit heavier. I think the wind's dying down though, so that should mean the rain it's going to be straight down.
So we'll be fine. We'll be done.
We'll be packed up and done, and I think Jubilee, they'll get more of this same stuff.
Yep.
I mean, it's obviously, you know, as you can see, sort of on the camera, it's just wisping in. It's the sort of stuff that'll be great for going for a jog for. Been a long time since I've been out having a jog, as you well know. But I always loved training in this weather.
I didn't like training whatsoever.
That's just a full stop statement. But like to play in it, yeah, it's good. Other than the ball is just unhandleable.
And we sort of saw that a little bit in that second term with how slippery the ball was at the moment. So Yarra about to make their way out in the field as well. So both sides making their way out at the moment. And making their way to their positions as we get set to go to the second half. We'll once again keep you updated on those scores around the grounds. The latest we've had at Jubilee Park, it was Yarra Junior Football League defeating the EFNL in the Division 2 competition. And the Division 1 game happening live now, also on YouTube.
So YJFL just running straight out into positions, no warm-up. Is that a strategy? We've seen that before.
I think they were warned almost twice with the siren there that they were a bit behind slow to get out into the field. But we're all set to go now.
Used to see it a lot in grand finals, junior grand finals.
So second half, about to get underway. Can Eastern turn a 17-point deficit around in this second half? In the middle again, McKee. Tap forward that time from Caro. Gaining a bit of territory as ball's held up here. In fact, a free kick's been pinned and going the way of Yarra. So they'll get a chance now to use the footy, looking to move it onto that far wing. No one picking up first. It was Trong who got her hands to it. At the back was Caro. And well pressured as well from Hummel. Both from the Basin playing in today's game for the EFNL. Plenty of representation from the Basin. Bumping her opponent off the ball there with Jessie Trong. And again, those headlights from the far side.
I think it's actually, you can see now, it's actually people coming into the ground. So
yes, there's still plenty of people making their way out to Walker Park tonight. The second half action. Just the one game being played out here tonight. Stolen from Hummel. Ball came out to Caro, and we'll do it all again. We'll get another ball up on the far side. Thanks for joining us tonight on EFNL YouTube. All the home games across the 3-round series will be live streamed by us. Of course, depending on the other leagues, they'll have some games live streamed, including the 15 boys that Yarra are currently streaming. Breaking free from a tackle there was Barkley. Kick inside 50, bouncing footy, doing very well there in tough conditions to clear that one out for Easton. And looking towards the middle of the ground. Caldwell. Got her hands to it first. Hummel's there again. Picked up that time from Bowick. Trying to get through 2 Yarra players, and Seb will get a ball up just a couple of minutes into this third term. Tap down from McKee. 3-2-20 Yarra Junior leading East in the 3 behinds. The goal kickers Oswald, Park and Beckers, all single goal kickers in that first half. Now an opportunity for East, and the kick was smothered though by Trong. Still never giving up on the play, but stolen this time from Adams. Looking to kick it into space. Finding Banfield. Handball over the top. Cut off this time again by Easton. Defensively doing okay. Holding up in this first few minutes of the third term. Yarra looked to kick forward again. Tapping in front of her there. Nettleton. Couldn't quite pick it up on first attempt. Still gets her handball away in time. And they've gained some territory here now inside their forward 50. Kicking towards the old scoreboard end of the ground in this third term, where they kicked 2 goals in that first quarter down to this end. Once again, we'll get another stoppage. A tap forward again from McKee. Numbers around the footy for Yarra. Breaking through the tackle again was Bowick. Umpire let him play on just a little bit, but giving an opportunity for that ball to come out.
It's only the third quarter, but Bowick's she's had a full game already, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's certainly been one of Easton's best contributors this evening. Just defensively there under the pump. Stella Ryan for Yarra underneath this one. Ball up inside there, forward 50. First round of the competition, of course. The first time the EFNL has had the under-14 girls compete, which is fantastic to see the growth of girls footy in our competition, as well as in the interleague program. Punched forward there. Would have been from Jones. And a holding the ball free kick here, so Kayla Caro gets her opportunity. Down the line it goes. That's a great kick. Just bounced off the chest of Caldwell. And big pressure on the tackle from Jesse Trong.
Good follow-up there.
So a couple of big moments here for Easton. They look to use the corridor. Looking to find Caro. Turned over now. Yarra could hurt him on the transition. About 55 metres out from goal, the Yarra end of the ground. Ball comes out to Park. Bouncing foot in front of a couple of people there, and it's held up once again. So we'll get another ball up. Rain has died down for the moment, but of course conditions be quite slippery out there. The ball quite hard to control. Trying to go forward that time. Barkley went backward to the skipper, Gazzola, who had a big first quarter. Stolen here from McCarthy, the vice captain of Easton, got it away. Here's Godfrey, the skipper, gets her handball out. So the umpire says she doesn't, so calls the holding the ball free kick, and they're off straight away, Yarra. They want to move this quickly. Down the line it goes. The mark wasn't taken by Adams. And once again, it's held up on that far side. Played 6 minutes into this third term. No score from either side. It's still Yarra leading by 17 points. A handball from Caro to a teammate running past in Hummel. Stolen again that time from Hilton. And a big tackle there from Jessica Trong, who's Again, probably one of the more influential players for Eastern in this first half. Towards the boundary line, this one goes. Manages to stay in. Yarra looking to keep this going forward. Stolen by the EFNL. In the hands of McCarthy. Bouncing footy. It's a one-on-one battle. Couldn't quite get there, was Godfrey, the skipper. It's held up on that far side, so bit of a stalemate in the early stages of this third quarter, back and forth with no score just yet. Important for Eastern to break through with their first of the night, giving themselves a bit of confidence going into that final quarter. The tap down one this time by Yarra. Around the footy there is Hummel.
And Trong again.
And Trong, and it's been a free kick here awarded to
Sling maybe, or
I think so, as Yarra now looks to move the ball forward themselves. They've got numbers around this one, trying to tap that forward. Holding this up was Lily Robertson, Vermont Junior. Still about 45 to 50 metres out from goal here for Yarra. And we'll get another ball up. Getting a hand to that was McKee. The clearing kick. Bouncing footy. 4 players went for it. No one able to really make clear possession of it. Here's the skipper in Godfrey. Gets a bit of space. Got the handball away to Jones. Jones going back to Godfrey towards the boundary line. It's picked off here by Yarra. And again, we'll get a ball up right in front of the boundary line. Thanks for joining us tonight, of course. On the EFNL YouTube page, we have the under-14 boys games being live streamed too. Down the road at Jubilee Park. Trong chasing this one. And same result, we'll get another ball up the far side. Yarra have done quite well tonight to hit the scoreboard with their opportunities. The fist down from McKee. Caro underneath that one, stolen by Yarra now. Looking to get it out to Ison. Linking up there, Robertson got the handball away.
Good recovery.
Look to use the corridor here, bit of space, just what they needed. Almost picking that one up was Lechner. Couldn't quite control it. Now Yarra look to try and get the ball going forward themselves. Trying to get through a tackle there. Unable to do so was Ali Bowick, who's been good this game for Eastern. Trying to break through a tackle and no reward. So same result, another ball up. That was Barkley for Yarra trying to clear that one forward. Fist down to Hummel. So we've ticked into the last 10 minutes of this third term now, officially halfway through the quarter. Easton again with a clearance, bouncing footy forward, gaining some territory, grabbing this first. Couldn't quite, was Marshall. Ball comes out to Caldwell. Big tackle laid, and the pressure's been good from both sides tonight.
I think that's fair. That was fair to call that sort of in dispute.
Yeah, I agree. He's tapped down there, McKee. Got it to Kreskes. And the free kick's been awarded to Yarra to break this one up. Gudick, Gazelle. Down the line it goes. Right in front of us on the broadcast side. It's kicked forward. Bouncing footy out the back there is Oswald. Already has one to her name tonight. Picked up that time by Merrigan. Tried to get away, still dangerous by the ground. Looking to clear this one out, and we'll get a ball up right in the middle of the inside 50 here for Yarra. Tapped down by Jones. Kreskes to clear this one out for East. An important clearance. Getting it towards the far side. McCarthy's there. Does nicely. Swings around on the right. bouncing footy towards the half-forward line. Could be a big opportunity here. McKee, his teammates around her to help her out on this one. Just getting a handball out in time. Got it now to Springett. Swings around to one-on-one. Oh, almost a push. Umpire says no. Big pressure here. McCarthy with the tackle. Yarra able to just clear it out of their back half. They're not safe yet as Jones tries to get a handball out forward. But it's Lexi Hilton to clear it out for Yarra. Bouncing footy over the top. Out the back there is Charlotte White. And lays the pressure with a good tackle on the far side. 7.5 minutes to play in this third term. 3 behinds EFNL. Yarra Junior 3-2-20. 17-point lead at the moment as Jones with yet another tap down. Chasing this one now is Riley Hummel. They look to use their hands. Again, just unable to get it out of that. So we get another ball up on that far side.
I think from what I'm seeing, Yarra are a little bit better at using their body in the bumps.
Yeah, they've probably been a little bit more physical as Kreskis certainly had a big game tonight. Be a big chance for the medal after the game. Both sides get a medal. Almost socket off the ground by Chappell. On hands and knees there was McCarthy, who's been fighting hard. And the umpire says, give it to me, and we'll get a ball up back in the middle again. 6.5 minutes to play in this third term. Almost off the ground, but Caro...
she stopped herself.
Yeah, stopped herself.
Right, short.
As Caro was first to get there. Another ball up. We're approaching three-quarter time. Now Easton will be happy that they haven't conceded anything further, but unfortunately they haven't been able to score just yet as the ball enters the forward half here for Yarra. Chasing that one was Devine. He was able to pick it up, but ball is quite slippery, so it just quickly slipping out of her hands. Now inside 50 again, Yarra. Mark was taken, told to play on. Handball off to Caro. Caro, under pressure, got a kick away in time. Bouncing footy out of their back half. Yarra with the numbers again, handling forward, looking to try and find Beckers. And a big tackle lane, they'll be holding the ball. And a goal-saving tackle, nicely done.
Reward for effort, that one.
And towards us on the broadcast side. No mark taken, but that will go out of bounds, right in front of the Yarra coaching box down there. Ground in perfect condition out here at Walker Park. Fantastic venue. Of course, it's been a long time senior grand final venue. Trying to break through the tackle there was once again Kreskis. And we'll get another ball up. The last 5 minutes of this third term. Going up was Minnie Park, trying to get the tap down for Yarra. Still plenty of time for either side to hit the scoreboard in this third term, and giving away a free kick there was Minnie Park, who again tried to go over the top of her opponent and gave away the free kick to Tess Jones, who looks to use the corridor. They've got some numbers out the back that they can run onto it, including the skipper and Godfrey. Got her hands off just in time. Trong's there. Chasing this one. So is Hummel, who's been impressive this quarter.
Yeah.
But again, Yarra, plenty of numbers around this footy to hold it up. The ball going nowhere. So once again, we'll get another ball up on that far side. We're approaching three-quarter time. We'll keep you updated on those scores around the ground. There's McCarthy. Socket off the ground. That was in danger. So
chance for Easton.
with 3.5 minutes to go, there's still plenty of time to get one back in this third term before going into that three-quarter time break. And Jessica Kreskes has got the footy. Good hands to be in. She went inside towards their forward 50. Ball comes back out. Just through the hands of a player there. Got a couple of Eastern players who are chasing this one. This time it's picked up by Bowick. Had Marshall with her. Yarra's defence holding strong. That could be holding the ball free kick. So the free kick going to Sturrock here. The South Belgrave junior. Inside 50, can hit up a target mark. Not quite taken, but still in possession of the football. Got her hands away in time, did Kreskes. And it's inside forward 50. So right where they want it, 2.5 minutes to play in this third term. They trail by 17 points. There hasn't been any score for either side in this third term. So if they can get one back, that will certainly make it for an interesting final term. Of course, this is game 1 of 3 in the AFL Metro Junior Development Series. And the clearance out of that back half for Yarra just falls into the hands of Hummel again. Towards that far side of the ground. Trying to just tap this one out and give themselves an opportunity. Stolen by Yarra. Bouncing footy towards the half-forward line. Picked up again. The handball from Devine towards the boundary side. Again, Devine doing quite nicely for Yarra. Over the top towards the boundary side. Easton will like to see this one out, but it's kept in. Picked up there by Ice and got the handball away. Great tackle in front of goals. And they survive at the moment, but the bouncing footy, there's plenty of players around here, including Heidi Oswald for Yarra. Egan. Handballed forward and caught in a tackle there was Foster. We're 1.5 minutes to go before three-quarter time. Easton defensively trying to hold on to this one. Big tackle laid there. And caught with the ball was Zoe Goff. And a great tackle by Ali Bowick, who's been sensational in this quarter for Easton. So can they go coast to coast with a minute to go in this quarter? A lot of players around this footy. And out of bounds it goes. So they'll reset here.
Yep.
With just less than 50 seconds to play in this third term. 3 behinds, trailing 3-2-20, Yarra leading. At the break, we'll give you some of those scores around the grounds, or you can check out the other live stream from Jubilee Park. So the ball up, tapped down this time by McKee. Going in there first, getting the kick away just in time was Hummel. Picked off by Oswald. And ball coming out there from Kreskes.
Yeah, took her on.
So 4 seconds left, so they're going to run out of time here. We'll get a ball up. 70 out from the Eastern goals, but that is the three-quarter time siren, and it is Yarra leading 3-2-20 to the EFNL 3 behinds. We'll be back for the final quarter in just a moment, as well as some scores around the grounds in the AFL Metro Junior Development Series.
It was a hopeful fall.
Welcome back to the AFL Metro Junior Development Series out here at Walker Park. It is the Eastern Football Netball League taking on the Yarra Junior Football League in a series of games tonight, but this is the Under-14 Girls Division 1 competition. Three-quarter time here, Yarra Junior leading EFNL 3-2-20 to 3 behind. Some of those scores from around the grounds. We do have an update out at Jubilee Park, which is also being live streamed on the EFNL YouTube page, and that's the Under-14 Boys Division 1 side in EFNL leading 29-27 as we're back here in the middle again. Is there a late twist to the tail of this game? It's been an impressive performance from Yarra. There's certainly been some opportunities for the EFNL, just haven't quite been able to convert them. But they did score all three of their behinds at the left side of the screen, which is down the old scoreboard into the ground, and where they are kicking to this quarter. But right now we're deep into attack for Yarra, looking to clear this out as Kreska's got the handball off to Bowick. Out towards the boundary side, Fredrickson for Yarra. Keeping in Easton, handballed again from Kreskis, who's first of the footy once again. Trong kicking into space, but it's a dangerous area here for Beckers, who puts it on the left boot. Bouncing footy is to the left of the goalpost, so just a minor score for Yarra, but they stretch out their lead 3-3-21 to the EFNL at 3 behinds. Just a minute into this final quarter, and they look to play on straight away, the EFNL, to clear this one out of defence just through the hands of Caro. And ball held up there. Devine caught in the tackle. Back to joining us, of course, on EFNL YouTube tonight. All three of our home games. Thank you to the support from our Junior Football League as well, and a great rivalry between the two leagues. There's a big tackle laid there, and rewarded with the free kick is Caro. Can Easton get something going on that far side?
They're certainly pushing the numbers back down there now, but...
Well, they'll look to use the corridor, and standing underneath that was Farrell. Did you get a kick away in time? Follows up on the play, and umpire lets that one just go on to see if the ball will clear out. Short kick forward here for Yarra, gaining a bit of territory. Trying to tap it forward there was De Bono. Egan. Another ball up back in the middle of the ground. 7.5 minutes to play in this final term out here at Walker Park, who will play host to more games the following Saturday in round 2 of the competition, and then, of course, King's birthday in round 3 of the AFL Metro Junior Development Series. Inside again, that's Gazzola for Yarra. Trying to break through a tackle there was Beckers, did well. She kicked an opening goal in the first term. Running onto this one is Oswald. Bouncing footy to the left. And just a minor score. They move to 3-4-22 now, Yarra. EFNL just the 3 behinds. Just 3 minutes into this final quarter. Out the back again, they've got all the numbers here. Yarra probably didn't get rid of it. Played on a little bit. Picked up from Beckers. Bouncing footy kept in and almost, but this time wrapped up in a tackle.
Yeah, that was close to getting past.
So still in a very dangerous spot here. They're looking for their 4th of the game, Yarra. Been super impressive tonight. 16 minutes to play in that fourth quarter. Of course, plenty of footy around the grounds tonight. Ford Park, Banak Park. So 10 metres out from the Yarra goals. Heidi Oswald involved again, who's been one of their more impressive players. Here's Beckers. Did she get it off in time? She does, and she's got her second and a great finish in front of goal. And that moves Yarra to 4-4-28 to the EFNL 3 behinds, and once again been involved in quite a lot of their forward play, Yarra, and deserves a second goal. See on the new scoreboard out here at Walker Park, 25-point lead with 15 minutes to play in this term. So back in the middle again. Great crowd out here tonight, considering the conditions of the ground, and of course being a Wednesday night too. And they've been awarded another free kick here. Gazzola. Becker's able to spoil that one. Out the back, Burgess. Gets her kick away in time towards the middle of the ground. Running onto this one first. Picked up very nicely from Gudic, who had her kick smothered, socket off the ground. Inside 50, they gained some territory, and once again have another stoppage inside their forward half as the rain starts to come back down again. Been on and off, but just light rain, and picked up here by the skipper and Gazzola. The left boot forward, the mark almost taken. They've got numbers out the back and raffle it off, or instead just go for the goal herself in Oswald. And she's got goal number 2 herself. And now the margin stretches out to 31 points, 5-4-34 Yarra to 3 behinds EFNL.
So I think you've, well, scoreboard was very bright there. So I think you were looking at Kreskes and Bowick from an Eastern perspective. Would you say, who was that played?
That was Heidi Oswald.
Oswald. So she'd be your JFNL.
Yeah, she'd certainly be one of the options there for Yarra.
Yeah, Yarra.
Beckers again, who's kicked the other goal in this quarter. She's kicked 2, been quite good, had some standouts across the ground. Out of mid-air there was Kreskes towards a bit of space. Running onto this first is a Yarra player. Didn't quite pick up the number there. In fact, it was Fredrickson. Kick inbound, a chance for Jones. Kicking it into space, Gazzola. Got the handball back to Ryan. And they link up nicely through Banfield. Into a bit of space again. Tried to kick it out of mid-air, just missed it. And now a chance for Easton on the flip side to get something going, but standing underneath this one in defence. A great mark taken, and I look to play on straight away towards the corridor. Plenty of Eastern jumpers around this footy. In the middle there is Hilton. And caught with the ball, so free kick going the way of Lenny Farrell, the Peroni Jr. And she'll send it in towards the middle of the ground. Pack of 5 go up for it. Yarra win out. Looking to find a teammate there in Beckers. Her kick is a turnover into the hands of Easton, who now have their big chance for a goal here. They've got a player over the top. If Marshall can get onto this one, she picks it up, but 2 Yarra players surround her, and
it went along the ground a fair way, but that's a long kick. Like,
yeah,
that went from 150 all the way into the next.
Probably one of their better plays across the evening. Again, it's Bowick. So inside 50 here for Easton. Can they get one before the final siren? There's still 11.5 minutes to play in this final quarter. Yarra 5-4. Easton just the 3 behinds. Ball comes back out to Farrell. Again, Yarra's defence has been a highlight tonight as it picked off this time by Lechner. Inside 50 here for Easton. Bouncing ball towards the boundary and tapped over the line there from Evie Godfrey, the skipper of Mitcham. A skipper of the EFNL side, should I say, but a Mitcham junior as well.
It may not make anything to the end result, but even just one goal here would lift them immensely.
Absolutely.
EFNL.
absolutely ahead of round 2 action next Saturday. Again, Yarra trying to clear this one now. The mark was almost taken by McKee. Ground level there, Diorico. Ivy Foster caught in a tackle, far side, just keeping it in play, giving Easton another opportunity. Picked off though by Yarra, bouncing footy. Still plenty of time here for an Easton goal. Kreskis gets the kick away in time. They link up. Bowick got it, the handball back, got it off to Godfrey. Tried to find Kreskis, and the umpire's called for the footy, and there is actually a player down behind play. That is why we have stopped.
It was definitely good vision from the EFNL girls there. They got caught, but they were able to sort of regroup and push it back to each other.
Yeah, that's right. As just have a stop in play at the moment as the injured player comes off the ground on that far side, coming off the field now. Coming up to 9.5 minutes to play in this third quarter, so as the sides get a little chance to reset. Bigger opportunity for Easton in their forward 50 at the moment. Trailing at the moment 3 behinds to 5-4-34 Yarra. Of course, we do have the Under-14 Boys Division 1 game live streaming at the moment as well. I believe that could be half-time out there, so we'll try and get an update on that score as the injured player comes off the field here.
Yep, she's being chairlifted off.
So we're just about set to go. We can't quite see who that is at the moment, but play will resume.
It is an EFNL girl.
Out at Jubilee Park at the moment. It is half-time, and a goal on the siren too. Easton has put them in front, 5-5-35 to 5-4-34. So you can catch all the action live on YouTube at the moment. There's a ball thrown up here, and Yarra got all the numbers to escape this one. Now through Goff. Clearing kick towards that far side. Coming right back. The kick inside 50. Bouncing footy in front of a few players. And we'll get a ball up.
Just looking at the lack of height from that ruck contest just then, I think it might be the EFNL ruck.
Yeah,
it's come off.
Could be, as Yarra still holding on in defence, and it could be, yeah, you're right, it is Tess Jones. So Tess Jones has come off with an injury. Hopefully she's okay. Here's a big chance for Easton. Out of the clearance ball. Bouncing footy, minor score. 4th behind for the AFL. There's 0 goals 4 to Yarra, 5-4-34. And Yarra quick to take the kick in towards that far side. Seeing it out of bounds there is Mia Marshall. Churnside Park Junior. So just 7 minutes to play now in this final quarter. Hunting this footy that time. Riley Hummel has been good in this second half for Easton, and the free kick has been awarded too. So
over her shoulder, I think, because she was on the bottom.
So potentially in range, or has the opportunity just to put it up towards the top of the square. If mark can be taken, almost Godfrey in the pack. Put it on the right boot. Is this the first? Not quite a good attempt at goal, but just a minor score. So AFL move to 5 behinds. Yarra Junior Football League 5-4-34. 29-point lead for Yarra. Once again, they'll take the kick in and go towards that far side. This time, a bigger kit that clears everyone. And we'll get a boundary thrown. So back into play again it goes. Easton's certainly been pushing for this last 3 or 4 minutes. Looking to get one on the board before full time. So again, the tap out is won by Easton. A bit of space, this kick. Looking for Bog, who's in and under again, been really good. Gets away this time. She can get her hands off, but she's caught holding the ball.
Yeah.
And Yarra have done well there to stop her in her tracks and win the footy here at the half-back line. So that was Adams. Got the kick away. Goff underneath this one. Picked up again there by Kreskis. Has done well to win the footy, but still going nowhere. And we'll get a ball up. 5 minutes to play in this final quarter. It is Yarra Junior 5-4-34 leading the EFNL 5 behinds.
Kreska's looked a bit ginger getting up there and moving back into the pack, but it looks like he's all right at the moment.
Bowick to the middle again. Big tackle laid, socket off the ground into space here for Yarra. Picked up nicely, cleanly by De Bono. Handball cut off though that time. Cara got it off. Was looking for McKee. And once again, we'll get a ball up in the middle of the ground. Chasing this one, Calacaro again for the basin. As is Ava Chappell. So just a tick over 4 minutes in this final quarter to play. Great contest between the two leagues tonight across all venues. Some results to come out of this. We'll make sure to take a look at the Play HQ site to see if those are coming through tonight. We'll also have updates through our socials tomorrow as well on all the results from tonight's games. EFNL look to clear this one out. Plenty of Yarra jumpers around this footy, and they'll hold this one up. De Bono again, who was really important early as well for Yarra and getting them off to a good start in that first term. They've kicked 2 goals, 2 of their 5 goals in this final quarter, stretching out that margin as EFNL off the half-back line looking to find some space. Well picked up that time by Stella Ryan. And over the boundary line it goes, right in front of Easton's coaching box. 3 minutes of play, final term. Of course, a medal is given out to a player of each team at the end of the game, so we'll have those also posted up on the socials either tonight or tomorrow. Back in towards the middle of the ground. Ball fell out of the hands of Eleanor Adams. Shrugging past an opponent there, Ali Bowick into bit of space. McCarthy caught in a tackle and a holding the ball free kick. It's going the way of Yarra. Moving the ball down the middle of the ground. Picked up by Minnie Park. Have they got another one left in them? And the mark intercepted in defence there. Maya Lechner from Baronia. Finds a teammate, Mia Marshall. Her kick was smothered. McCarthy again, who's been important in this second half for the EFNL. Great experience for the two sides. Starting the junior interleague in under 14s. Their first real look at it in a head-to-head match as part of the series. So less than 2 minutes to play in this final quarter. Yarra leading 5-4-34 to the 5 behinds EFNL. Thank you again for your company tonight on the YouTube channel. And as this game finishes, you'll still be able to catch all the action of the final minutes or final quarter out at Jubilee Park in the under 14 boys Division 1 competition between the two leagues. All EFNL and Yarra junior sides facing off against each other tonight across the 4 venues. back inside 50 again for Yarra, who have been super impressive tonight and deserved the victory. They've certainly come here and handled the conditions really, really well. They are tough in what has been a very slippery footy. And they still have an opportunity for one more if they can clear the pack of players here, but plenty of players around this contest with 40 seconds to play. Tap down again from Easton, looking for some clearing spaces, going back there to Gazzola, spinning around on the left, gets past one, right boot forward it goes, and in defence, a great mark there taken for Easton. And she'll send this towards the middle of the ground, up and under, just missing the mark there, and now they go inside 50. Again out the back, she already has 2 Beckers. Can she get a third? Chasing this one as well over Parks. And we'll get a boundary throw in as the siren sounds. And a great win for the Yarra Junior Football League. 5-4-34. They've defeated the EFNL 5 behinds, and they win the first game of the AFL Metro Junior Development Series. A fantastic result for them, and we'll certainly see more of both sides across the competition, and the 3 rounds still to play out.
Three rounds?
Two more rounds still to play out.
So where's their next game, these girls?
I would have to check it. It's probably thrown me under the bus a little bit. But either they'll be playing potentially away. I'm not too sure who Yarra will be playing, but keep an eye on that. We'll certainly have more on the socials as well. But great to have you as well, Lee. Thank you again for your help tonight. Filming the game, some special comments, set up, everything. Had the screen there, which certainly helped my end.
Yeah, not a problem. It's always a pleasure. And look, again, it's a great venue to come out and set things up for us. It's fairly simple.
Certainly right.
I could do without the stairs. I wish they'd love
that. Is true.
I would love to have them throw an elevator in here. There's an elevator at Jubilee, but you know.
There's only so much you can do. We'll say goodbye here because I've got to get out in the field and find out who's getting these medals out at the presentation. So thank you again for your company tonight. It is Yarra Junior Football League walking away with a 34, 5 goals for 34 to 055. You're right, it was never 30.
29
point win for Yarra.